Good morning, this is Mona and this is my morning view. Today, believe it or not, is still the spring edition 2025. I said yesterday that yesterday was the last day of spring. That was the last full day of spring. Spring is still going on at this moment, but tonight at 10 o'clock, 10 something-ish, it turns to summer. So today on the calendar, it says it is the first day of summer, but that's not until after 10 o'clock tonight. So there you have it. There you have the reasoning between the 20th and the 21st. How when I was growing up, it was always the 21st, and then all of a sudden it became the 20th because it actually switches over before the clock strikes midnight. All right. Just add on to the frustration of today, which is Fiesty Friday, the one day that everybody looks forward to because they like to be offended. It is the day that I get to offend, to include myself. I'm running late today because, well, guess what? I spent 2 hours trying to do tech stuff, and I'm no closer than I was 2 hours ago. Except for a lot more feisty. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about something that I hear a lot. Hear it a lot. And it's annoying. It is really annoying. I haven't heard it in recent years only because I stay away from people. That's not true. I'm with people. I stay away from Christians a lot of times. I see them in church. I'll see them for, like Bible studies, but to go out and hang out, I don't really hang out with people much. So, with that, it's part of that thing I was talking about with the friendship thing that, I don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be a friend. All right, here we go. People who know me, they like me. It's not a matter of not liking me. It's just I have to put effort into this friendship thing. All right. There are people that are just so holy that they cannot be around people that are going through crap. It's like their whole life is just a slough of despair. It's like they walk through and it's like, woe is me, the Eeyores of our lives, right? The Eeyores of our lives. Can't be bothered with them. No. Ugh. So this is what I hear a lot. Oh, they're like spiritual vampires. They suck everything out of me. I just can't hang around them because they just pull everything I have out. My thought is this: who are you plugged into? Are you plugged into God or are you plugged into yourself? Because if you're plugged into yourself, you are not a self-generating battery. You're not. If you're plugged into God, there should be no reason why you are being spiritually drained, other than you are not plugged in enough. Oh, I'm getting feisty here. I'm going to be stepping on some toes. Some religious toes. I'm so spiritual. I have a whole thing I wrote. I wrote it. Didn't look at it. Concerning this subject. And of course, the noisemakers are going to show up at the front of my house at this very moment. Oh my goodness. I knew they were going to be making noise today, but I was told on the letter they left that the noise would be later in front of my house. So I decided I'll go ahead and do this since they're not doing anything right now. And guess what? Now they're doing something with the beeping, which is annoying, frustrating, very big squirrel moment for me. Zaps the information out of my head and locks it up into some abyss that, it is a feisty Friday. Very feisty. Tech issues have gotten me over the edge. If I had earplugs, not hearing aids, earplugs. So I didn't put my hearing aids in, just in case it got a little noisy. I didn't know it was going to get a lot noisy. They're right in front of my house right now. Right in front. Do I finish this video or do I just do it later? Oh my Lord. So there are people that they have stuff going on in their life. They just do. It seems like when one chip falls, they all fall. You know, if I had no luck, if I hadn't bad luck, I'd have no luck at all type of mentality. And I'm not saying that they are okay doing that. I'm not giving them a pass because they want to stay in that negative mode, okay? I'm talking to the ones who don't want to be around them. The ones that it's just too draining to hang out with people like that. It's when people are down in the muck is when they need the help. Okay? That's when they need the help. But if you are not strong enough spiritually to help them, stop making it look like you are so spiritual and that they are the problem. I'm not saying they're not a problem. I'm saying you are a problem because you're not helping them. It's all about you. Now, I understand you can be emotionally spent after being with somebody like that. I get that. It does drain, especially if you're an introvert. But most of these people that say this, they're extroverts. They're not introverts. Introverts, they know that it's a drain on them. They know that it's like, oh God, I gotta go do this. You know, but they own it. They know that it's them, and it takes extra energy to expel in order to be involved with anybody. But it's those extroverts that they're all cheery and wonderful, but then they get around somebody who's having problems. It's like, oh, they're spiritual vampires. They're just sucking everything out of me. So you can, with energy, and I'm talking physical energy. I'm not talking spiritual woo-woo energy. No. I'm talking about the energy to be able to be around people, especially people that are needy. Why are they needy? Because they got crap they got to go through. They got stuff that they got to deal with. And they don't always know how to process through it. But you don't help them. Oh, you make a little attempt in your own wisdom to help them. You may even say something scriptural. You may say something biblical. You may say something that, they might need to hear. And that would be fine if you stuck it out with them. But you don't. Because you're just too spiritually minded for that. Kind of wish I could read my paper. There's a couple paragraphs. But I can't do that while I'm on here. Doesn't let me do multiple functions. People that need your help, they don't just go through something in a day or a week or sometimes even a month. Sometimes it's years. And if they've had nobody that really helped them get out of the funk that they're in, they could go in for decades, even an entire life. You can have the mental capacity. Maybe you don't have, that's what it is. Maybe you don't have the mental capacity to help someone get through some stuff. So you don't have the physical energy, you don't have the mental capacity, but you don't own it. You don't own it because you are too spiritual and they are not. And therefore they're the problem. Draining you. Draining you. Oh. You have to own what's yours. And if you are spiritually deficient, then you are plugged into the wrong source. And you wouldn't be able to help that person anyway. So don't sit there and say, oh, they don't want your help because they're not taking your advice. Well, maybe your advice sucks. Maybe your scriptures that you throw out at them are not as wise counsel as you think they are. And then you drop them like a lead rock. You're like, oh, I can't be with that person anymore. I'm done. I've had enough. Really? Own your stuff. And that is my Fiesty Friday. I had some really great thoughts and sayings, but I can't remember them. And it's okay. All right. Blessings, everybody. Have a great day. I will see you next week for Memory Monday. Have a great beginning of your summer weekend, and I will see you then. All right. Oh, subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, go over to YouTube, Mona E. Harrison. It's different than my Facebook profile, so it's Mona E. Harrison. Go over there, hit subscribe, like, share, comment, notifications, get all the bells and whistles, and I will see you. Bye.